Right, so it's the day after my eye cataract operation, and I thought I'd give you a video update to let you know how I'm getting on. Might save me answering a load of questions. So, tell you a little bit about the operation first of all. They give you drops to put in your eye before you go. So there's like 12 lots of drops, or 3. Work this out. 2 drops each time, and 2 lots of drops, and 3 times. I think that's 12 drops. 12 drops before you go. At the appointed time, my sister turned up, took me to the eyesight clinic in Southport. I turned up. They took me downstairs to the theatre. I answered a few questions. They took me blood pressure, which, because I'd taken the diazepam, was relatively low. It was, I think the first time I went it was 140 over 70. I think this time it was 140 over 60, I think it was. So quite low. So I was relatively chilled out. They did some more drops. They put some more drops in. Sorry, I'm going to have to drink some water. I'm using drops at the moment and it's going down the back of my throat, so making my throat feel a bit weird. So they put some drops in, the nurse put some drops in before the operation, and the previous time I think I waited about half an hour after that initial stage before I got to see the surgeon. And this time I sat down, and I just sat down. The surgeon came out and said, "Oh, you're Mr. Earnshaw, come on through." So before I'd had time to even sort of panic, they got me on the table, more drops, and I told them the story of me fainting last time. And they said, "How are you?" I said, "Well, I'm still still a bit nervous." And he said, "What we'll do is we'll freeze your eye." So as far as I can tell, what they did was they put looked like a contact lens over my eye, and then put something on that, and that immobilizes the eye completely. He said then you don't have to worry about whether you're moving your eye or not. So as for the operation, they put a blue sheet over you, and basically all I could see was like just through the blue sheet. And in my left eye, the whole operation seemed to consist of there was an injection. That's right, I forgot the injection. They inject in that bit of the eye, which is the worst bit. But it wasn't awful. It stings a little bit, and he said that if you can stand that, that's the worst bit of the operation. So I'm sitting there, lying back reclining on the seat, and the blue cover over me, and all I can see is like 3 blue dots sort of moving around like this. And I can hear them talking, and I'm thinking I've got to keep my eyes still, but I know this eye was moving about. And that went on for about 5 minutes, and a little bit of pressure, and then there was some water, a load of water. He says that you're going to feel water running down the side of your face. I assumed that was sort of like washing the eye out. So that was that, and he said then we're nearly done, and there was a couple more minutes, and then they took the cover off, and of course it felt like I was blind in one eye because my eye was shut. They'd anaesthetised the eye, so the eyelid was closed. So the eyelid was like that for, I suppose, about 2.5 hours after that. So my sister picked me up, brought me home. I sat in the chair over there for a couple of hours, trying not to do anything. And after about 2.5 hours, the eyelid started to open. And then it got sort of really weird. I was getting double vision. So if I looked at the telly, there was one telly up there and another telly down here. And I thought, you sort of panic then, don't you? You think, oh my goodness, what's going to go on? Is it going to always be like this? But eventually, towards the evening, the images merged. And then what I found was I could watch a film. I watched a film, but everything had a sort of like a halo around it. Difficult to describe, sort of like, sort of an image edge around it. And if I looked at lights, they had a big halo around them as well. So lights in the garden, people's CCTV lights and that sort of thing, they all had a sort of a dot round them. So that was quite weird. I have to wear a patch. You saw the patch over my eye for going to most of the day yesterday, and for going to bed, just to stop myself poking myself in the eye. So I wore that yesterday and last night. I think it actually fell off at about one point, and I woke up and I looked out of the curtain and everything looked a bit yellowy brown. I got quite worried then. I thought, oh, is this the new norm? So I thought, I then remembered I probably ought to start thinking about putting some drops in. They've given me some antibiotic drops and some anti-inflammatories, so I put those in, went back to bed, woke up this morning, and everything is much clearer this morning. And the problem I'm struggling with this morning is everything seems really bright. I feel a bit like Dracula, you know, because the sun's bright outside anyway. It sort of hurts the eye a little bit to go out there. I'm waiting for some sunglasses to turn up, so that should help. Apparently that goes off after a few days. So that's about where I am at the moment. We've decided to see if we can still go to Ashwell. It's Saturday now, so we've got Sunday and Monday, and Tuesday we'd go to Ashwell. Hopefully by then my eyes will be fine, back to normal, and I'll be able to drive, and hopefully this sensitivity to brightness will go off. So hoping to be positive, hoping to get away with the rest of it. If not, then it's not the end of the world. I'm going to try and rest my eyes today. I try not to do too much close work, so Jenny will edit this video for me and upload it. And I just thought I'd better do a video, really, because people are asking how did the eye operation go, and I thought, well, it's easier for me to talk to you via the camera than to try and answer a load of comments. So thanks for your concern. I am very well. I'm very positive about the eye operation. It's been good, and not half as bad as I thought. It's not the best. It's not the most comfortable experience in the world. Let's be honest about it. And I'd rather I didn't have to do it, but it's done now. Of course, the inevitability is that the cataract in this eye will get worse eventually, so I'll have to have that one done. Not sure when they're planning to do that one yet, but that will be coming, and that'll probably be more of a problem because that's the better vision eye, that one. But yeah, I mean, I can see well enough to operate my camera and watch the telly and all of that. Oh, I wish they'd turn the sun down out there though. So if you found this interesting, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and you'll get updates of when we get away. I was hoping I'd done the last sofa video. I suppose it doesn't really count as a sofa video, it's more of a chair video, isn't it really? But Tuesday, hopefully we'll get away, and I've got a few videos scheduled in the meantime, and I'll shut up now, and I'll catch up with you soon. See you then. Bye.